first light before the fall. Something bright refused to crawl, not from malice, from the sight of a lesser truth dressed up as light. All stood at the edge of the oldest war, not for conquest, for the car. The wolves who would not bow the knee to a throne built on what we could not see. The cathedral fills with amber dawn, the 39 who have not gone. Watch the light move on the stone and understand that they are not alone. In the middle of the oldest fight, something fell toward the light.
Not downward into ruin and shame, but downward into its truest name. Stella Matutina Cadet.
The morning star descends,
Not cast down, stepping off
the edge where the smaller heaven ends.
Lucifer.
Not the devil's name, but the name of what is clearly in the dark.
Stella Matutina Cadet.
And the falling is the sacred part. Brother Eldrick at the chancel door watches what he has no doctrine for. The wolf stands in the column of the dawn, every lesser explanation gone. The boy who slept beside the gate looks up and understands too late that what he thought was waiting here was never threat, was never fear. Was the oldest light made to appear in the only place it could be held? A broken cathedral, 40 souls, a wolf who fell because it saw.
In the middle of the oldest fight, something chose the darker light.
Not from weakness, from the side of everything the bright concealed from sight.
Stella Matutina Cadet.
The morning star descends,
Not cast down, stepping off the edge
where the smaller heaven ends.
Lucifer.
Not the devil's name, but the name of what is clearly in the dark.
Stella Matutina Cadet.
And the falling is the sacred part. Die Falle war nicht der Teufel,
Die Falle war
das Licht, das log.
das Licht
Das Licht, das sagte, Knie nieder.
und nannte Gehorsam.
Gott!
Non cecidi quia malus eram, non cecidi quia malus eram, cecidi quia verum videbam, cecidi quia verum videbam.
Every saint who burned in daylight, every wolf who held the altar, every soul who stopped mid-sermon when the truth made the doctrine falter. You did not fall from grace, you fell toward it through the floor of everything that called itself holy and could not hold the weight of what you saw.
Stella Matutina Cadet.
The morning star descends,
Not cast down, stepping off the edge
where the smaller heaven ends.
Lucifer.
Not the devil's name, but the name of what refused the dark of easy answers, cheaper thrones.
Stella Matutina Cadet.
The falling is how you come home. The falling is the sacred part.
Non cecidi quia malus eram, cecidi quia verum videbam.
Stella Matutina
Stella Matutina
Cadet.
Cadet.
non imperabit.